Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, welcome. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and if you're lucky enough to be doing it too. Some of our humans on channel who have English as a second language are struggling with my Australian accent with that intro. I'll just run it through for you. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you are lucky enough to be doing it too. I don't know where it came from. I kind of made it up one day somewhere and it stuck. And it was on another channel that I've done 1,000 videos on, and that is my call sign. That's all there is to it. Today was the first day for a wee while now, really all week, that I've had a chance to play some games. And I did. I've been so busy with some big videos that have been dropping on channel that I really missed the opportunity to go out there and have a bit of fun. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of you are new to channel. We've had 7,000 new subs nearly in the last 28 days. And you might not have seen my video where I talked about the fact that I was just giving myself the season off from trying to get to Conqueror because I just don't have time. There's no way around it. The only place I'm playing seriously at the moment is in duos on the North American server. And I'm just so time poor that it's not really, and isn't that ridiculous? Like, time poor, and this is my job, but I want to really make good quality content, so that necessitates that I've got to spend a lot of time editing, getting the right kind of footage, looking up the data, managing things, all that kind of stuff. And so this was for me a big chance to get out there and have a bit of fun. When I want to have fun, I'm running solo v squad. I'm on the Asia server. That's why I've got that wonderful 120 sub ping at times, which is amazing. And what I'm going to do today is just talk you through what's going on and why I'm doing it, and maybe, hopefully, give you some ideas on things you can put into your game, and maybe even discuss the things that I'm doing wrong. A big thing that I do wrong in this, well, I do it right. It's what I want to do. Don't get me wrong. It's exactly what I'm after, which is playing really aggressively. I take pretty much all the engagements, and that's a mistake. Like, if you're looking for rating, this is not the way to do it. Like, this is the way to have a lot of fights. Like, I'm not playing solo versus squad by accident. I'm playing solo versus squad because I want to get in a lot of gunfights. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. Trying to stay alive when there's no one to revive you, and there is a zero-sum game in terms of live or die, is fantastic. And you can see there's someone up there on that tower, that shipbuilding, crate-moving tower, who's had a crack at me. And what I'm going to do here is something that I've talked to people about ad nauseum. I'm just going to change the direction of the engagement. I can't see him. He can obviously see me. Oh, there he is. Finally spotted him just as he took a shot at me. So he can't see me. I'm behind the crates. And he's in a fixed position, which is fantastic for me. It lets me be fluid. I've only got to move a little bit, and I immediately get the upper hand and can put him on the back seat, which is great, and we clear that bloke. Bad luck for that bloke. I don't know what his name is, but Dennis PV went down as well. I don't know who that was. Oh, that was the bot that I killed. Sorry. I want to do a video on this gun too, the DP28. It's got basically a slightly slower rate of fire than the AKM. It's got more ammo on board, and the recoil is incredibly good. Incredibly good. Has the same shell damage as the AKM, 47 base damage, like all the 7.62 rounds in PUBG Mobile. And the recoil on this gun is absolutely freaking incredible. It's one of the more important things that I found from doing all the testing was just getting an idea on the performance of the guns. And the DP28 is super under the radar. It's a gun that you should be very much considering in your loadout in the future. The gun that I've been running a lot of today is the M16A4. It's just beast mode at the moment. The ability of the M16A4 to you know, basically just shred someone in close quarters combat if you're running the claw, which I do, is phenomenal. Now, where were we talking about aggression? When I finish playing, I named the file something. Okay, and this file is called Far Too Effing Aggressive. Have a look. There's a guy out there. I think he's a bot. I think he's just a bot wandering around the car. And, oh, no, that's not a bot. Okay, fair enough. I'll just chill out over here. Now, rather than run away, yeah, I'm going to take this engagement. I don't shirk a single engagement as long as I have ammunition in the kick. I'm going into this. Like, there is no way around it. Now, that's just the reason I play solo versus squad. I'm here to have a good time. These guys are being aggressive. They're pushing up. They should have probably driven somewhere else other than at the open area in the back of the warehouse I was just in. And I also don't want to shoot both the wheels off that car because they're knocked. There's someone else out there. So this may well be a place that I get pinned in for a while. So I want to make sure that we are trying not to hit that wheel. I want to drive that go-kart the hell out of here at some point. And I'm very worried that his mate's going to turn up while I'm running out or get an overlook on me while I'm running out and do the business. So I go out there eventually and start looting. And sure enough, I'm doing it. Waited until the blue line turned up because I need his gear. And up turns the fourth member of the squad. And we clear him by tapping out with the SKS. And then we drive out of there in our fresh mobile. Victorious from crates. 10 kills at crates. Solo v squad. Excellent. We drive all the way out here to just outside of Yasna Polyana. Between Yasna Polyana and Mansions. This little stretch of road. And I've had a lot of good games here. I find this to be an outstanding position. It's very, very good. Up top. This where I am there, that floor there in this house, very wide open, can be quite dangerous. Now there's a bloke there in a UAZ and he's stopping to pick up his buddy. That's good. We're going to clear this bloke. He's fooling me because he's actually just gone. This guy is blowing my mind because he's lying down, stopping, moving side to side. You've heard me talk about the fact that I don't like suppressors versus compensators. In most situations, that is absolutely true. Even when I'm solo, I'll quite often run a compensator over suppressor. But solo versus squad it's important. Stealth is super important in this. The opportunity to get a freaking couple of shots in when you're solo versus squad because you're running a suppressor rather than a compensator is just so important and such a big part of being successful. I can't emphasize that enough. So a compressor is king in this kind of format. Now, I do play these games pretty freaking aggressively. I have to get kills. Like, there's no fun just hanging out. And that guy's done the right thing. He's dropped the smoke and he may actually get his friend up, but you know, they're both knocked and he's hanging out over there by the tree. I mean, tough gig for them. We clear him and two more guys come running in not long after. And I'm pretty sure this is the rest of the squad. Here they come. They must know I'm around this area. I mean, no guarantees, but I've got a feeling that someone here has made an error. And we get another 2 kills. So we're up to 14 kills. I just can't help myself. There's 9 people left alive. And I roll all the way over here to Mansions, hang around for a bit. I'm in the perfect place here. This is what I'm talking about. This is called far too effing aggressive. I am inside the circle. There are 4 guys left in a squad just over here to my east. That's one of them. I'm going to knock him. I've knocked him. There's one other bloke who's just loitering around in the grass. Chuck a grin. You know what I'm going to do next? Yeah, I'm going to push. I'm going to push him. I'm going to push. I'm going to push him. I don't think it's a good idea either. Like, I was in Discord at the time talking to Chappos and I said, oh, I'm going to push this for the content. And I almost immediately knew it was a bad idea. But I still went and did it. And we knocked one of them. So we've knocked 2 of them. There's only a couple of them left. I'm thinking, oh no, they revived the guy that I knocked earlier. So that's the guy that came around and got me. He had no helmet left. I'd taken that helmet. 2,500 damage. Whatever. I'm not happy about it. So I think, you know, we'll go again. We'll try again. And this time, I'm going to be aggressive. Okay? I'm not going to shirk it. We go Novo crates. But at the same time, this game I really like. I liked it even more than the other game. Because in this game, I'm at a severe resource disadvantage at various times. And I do a lot of dancing for my kills here. This isn't just sitting in the one spot and cycling through an overlook position. It's working some angles and changing the way the looks that I'm giving the bad guys. God, I love my sporting analogies, don't I? I mean, I'm all up there. Played a lot of sport, you know. I love my sport, my surfing, my golf, my basketball. Played rugby as a kid, you know. Did all that kind of stuff running around Australia in the sunshine, in the water. But now I'm a video game human. That's it. That's where it's at. Now, there was a squad that landed just down there to the southeast at Novo, and they're obviously engaged. One of the big things, one of the great things about Solo V Squad is when you can just seagull the scraps. So these guys are hard at it, you know, they're getting each other up. Someone's getting knocked. You can see there's Taiwanese players, and we've got Koreans and Vietnamese players and all kinds of things running around on the Asia server. There's Chinese up here. It's a great fun place to be. And they're over there doing the hard yards, and I'm basically looking for the opportunity to seagull and scavenge off the hard yards and take out a few targets who are just, you know. And unfortunately, the first person I look at is this bloke here, who is a bot. Now, the reason that really annoys me is they all know that there's someone over here now. It's really frustrating. I've used that tactic in the past, just let bots go by and then watch to see if anything clicks into them. And that was a big waste of ammo. I've switched down to single shot. I've left the bot just lying there. We knocked that bloke. That is, you can see there's a lot of kill spam going up the top of the moment. That was final boss. TheBushka knocked final boss with 5 or 6 S's on your final boss. And there's another bloke up there. We get a headshot. And a couple of body shots. M16A4, just a freaking great gun if you can run the claw and if you can put some use into it. And then we switch to the UMP because I'm not certain where this bloke is, and I realise I don't have a helmet. So I come all the way back here. I saw a level 2 helmet. I thought I'd picked it up. Obviously not. So I come back here just in case, because having a helmet's pretty important. We go to ADS, aim down scope, and we clear that bloke there who was pushing on us. I think he was a member of that squad, but he really overextended. And we're kind of loitering the edges here. We're taking the engagements, but at the same time, we're not giving them clear shots. We're not giving them consistent looks from the same place. Now, I can see that someone has hit a target there. Someone has hit a target there. So I want to change and get an angle on that, but I don't want to overextend. So I'm going to go back to the left-hand side of these little concrete buildings and have a look up high first, just to make sure there's no one that's going to have an overlook position on me. And then I'm going to move into this garage area here. I've only got 2 kills and there's 25 people down. It's certainly not been as hectic as the first couple of minutes at Georgia Pole was. But at the same time, I'm really enjoying this. There we go. Oh, there they are. He just escapes the grub. Now, I'm assuming they're all the same squad. Now, we put a lot of heat, a lot of hurt into those 2 first guys. So we're just looking for a little bit more action. There he is. Oh, down the bottom. Now, they're actually 2 different squads. I don't know where that's going. I don't know why that's not hitting him. I swear they did something to the recoil. The gun handling on this gun is nowhere near as good as it was. You used to fire in burst at range, and the first 2 shots would go into basically the same postcode. Now you get the first shot, but the second and third go, oh, look at the kick on that. Look at the rise up on that recoil now. It's really tremendous. It was, I don't think it was ever that bad before. Anyway, now I'm pushing. Now I am pushing. I want to get up top and I want to push, because this is a great opportunity to clear some humans. I've knocked a bunch of people. They've been using resources. They've been in multiple fights. This is a great chance to really put some hurt on people. And I can hear footsteps. So rather than get stuck up top, I allow myself to fall off. Jokes, I fell off. Didn't mean to fall off. I get rid of the 4 times. There he is. ADS with me UMP, and I know there's someone else firing me because final boss, again, I mean, that's the 2nd time we've knocked final boss. He's got to have someone who loves him out there. But have a look, I got 37 rounds of UMP ammo left. And I'm going to get pushed on pretty hard here. I got 12 rounds left. 12 rounds.
Oh,
I can't even clear one fin far. I got to run. And they're chasing. I can hear them chasing. I've got 0 rounds of 5.56, 0 rounds of 9mm, and I've just got to get the hell out of Dodge. I don't have a choice. And this is like one of the great things about playing solo versus squad. You are consistently juggling the better of the two evils, like the high risk, high reward strategies. There's 30 rounds of 9mm. There's our level 2 helmet that I thought I'd picked up earlier, because this is where we landed originally. Now, someone else has got stuck in over there again. So while I've been running away, someone else has taken the opportunity to run. Oh, there's another 30 rounds of 5.56. 30 rounds of 5.56. 30 rounds, the new level 2 vest. Happy days. I'm doing a quick scout, looking for resources. What's down here? Medkit, medkit. We don't have any medkits. Yeah, beaut. Medkits are good, medkits are good. What's in here? What's in here? Oh, 9mm, 9mm, you beaut. So we've got UMP ammo, and we've got enough to have a little snipe with the M16A4. So we're back into it. I want to clear this final boss bloke. I hope no one's taken him apart. I'm looking for more action from final boss. Come on, the boss. Come on, the final boss. Let's repeat. Let's start the process over again. We're just working the numbers. Working the numbers. Trying to get the engagement as far away as possible. That suits us. If we can get a knock, we have been degrading their resource pool. And now's come the time to kind of take advantage of that and push on into the rough stuff. So 49 left all over, and I've only got 4 kills. Now, not as many kills as George Pole, obviously, but a lot of fun. A lot of fun. There's our mate, final boss. You look at the M16A4's recoil. They really have dosed up the recoil. I think if you watched my AR video, you'd probably agree that that's not a bad thing. The gun is already very, very strong. I had a run in it last night with Chapos where I just went absolutely ham in Yasna Polyana with an M16A4. And there was a couple of suspect characters there, and we filled them full of lead with that thing. And it's just, it doesn't take no for an answer. It's so effective in terms of stopping power. The level 2 vest, to clear a level 2 vest with an M16A4 is 0.19 seconds. And that's just mad, hey. And I did do I pinned a post to the top of that video, the AR video. And I don't know if everyone's seen it, but I made an error in the calculation of the time to kill a level 2 vest with all the rate of fire numbers. Because obviously the first bullet is actually 0 seconds. So it's 0, then plus 0.086 for a 5.56 weapon, then plus 0.86. So I actually had to take 1 unit off each of them in terms of rate of fire. It still doesn't make any difference. The M16A4 is streets and streets ahead at 0.19. The Groza is like 0.223. Yeah, well, just basically know that the numbers were a little bit off, but the terms are still relative. Basically, M16A4 is a god mode gun for up close and personal nasty stuff. And I do want to do another look at the M16A4. Look, there's a lot of things I want to do. I think I need like a community tab. So if YouTube, you could jump on that, that'd be great. Because I need to get some feedback from you guys on where we go from here with the videos we make. Because I want to make sure that I'm being dollar productive with the time, so to speak. I.e. that I'm doing things that you guys want to see. That's basically where it's at. Now, I am dead set just wondering where this guy is. And much like the last game, you're gonna see that our mate is up in the watchtower. Basically, he's up top there. Look at it. He's up top there. You can have a little poke, little peek. Is he up there? There he is. And I can't help myself. I'm like, he's in such a good spot to get. I'm just going to keep headshotting him if he doesn't move. And he moves. So while he is looking somewhere else, I'm going to move around the battlefield. Take a little bit of a heal up. Use that first aid kit I found in the crates over there. And move again. Oh, good cup of tea, guys. Good cup of tea is so hard to beat. And so I'm moving right back around the other side of the crates. Why am I doing this? I find that people get and me included, I'm not talking about just people like as in everyone, I find that I get caught up in situations. He was in the left hand at the top there, but he pulled back just as I poked up the top. I just saw his little head pulling back. He's definitely up there though. He's just not giving us a good look. It's very, very easy when the blood is rushing to just push. I do a lot, as you probably saw in the last vid, where the last game, where I charged a squad. When I was inside the circle, I charged outside the circle. There he is. Now he's got a lot of ground to cover. Look at the kick on the M1604 now. There's Jay Handsome. Jay Handsome just gets away by the skin of his teeth. Drops at the back. And I'm pushing now because I think there's at least one other bloke there. Or girl, as the case may be. I'm not sure whether it's one or two, but I'm looking for the target to see if I can see the revive going on. And then I hear gunfire, which is really odd. Not sure where that's coming from, but hopefully we find it very soon. I'm checking as well as we move forward. I don't want to get screwed by someone who's been hiding in one of these crates. And if you've been to the crates at Georgia Pole or Novo, you'd know people just sit in the crates for entire games until you turn up, and then they pop out and say, "Hi, how you going?" Just see the death crate back there, just hanging around on top of that crate. Great place, this. Like, it's mayhem. And here we go. We're looking to see where they are. And lo and behold, they are like, you know what, buddy? If you want to just keep nailing from far and being a grub, we're going to pull out. The only thing is they don't realise that I've, again, changed location. And what that means is that as they've come along across here, they're running away in the direction, away from the direction where I was. This is the recoil of the M16A4. Look at it. It's so much worse now than it used to be. They've really nailed it. And I think that's fair enough. Like, it is a fair trade-off for the gun. Look at it. Wild recoil. But I've also picked up a suppressor while I was on the way around. We talked earlier about how important a suppressor is in solo versus squad. And it's important for this reason. You can see they have no clue where I am. There he is over there. He lies down. He's still moving around. Get another midsection shot. Luan Fifa is out of there. Final boss must already be dead. Get a little bit more ammo because we were getting quite low there. Leave the M416 there because I'm using this as a Snipey McSniperson weapon. And I'm really trying to do a video on the M16A4 and the DP28. Luan goes down. And we change the angle again. Where's our mate? Where's our mate? Let's have another look. Just make sure he's not running away across the open fields. No. There he is. He just looks like he was looting the crate of his mate Luan, the grub. And he would have been safe from there if I hadn't have moved up to the flank. He probably thinks he's safe from there now, but we're going to go and move again because that's really the best thing you can do. One of the reasons I love first person and I'm really against third person at the moment is this kind of play here. Third person, you could lie down in the grass over there. He could be lying in the grass and he'd be able to see me. I think that is such a disincentive to dynamic gameplay. Anyway, we clear that guy, go back around, and lo and behold, one of the blokes has got a flare gun on him. Whack a flare up in the air, and then they drop the freaking crate in the water. So I've got to go to the water to get my crate. But it's worth it because in the crate is an AWM. Thank you, Mama, for the rabbits. Love me some AWM. Now, you're going to see this is one of the ways you should be looting stuff if you're in the water. Actually decide on the gun you want to get rid of and the equipment you want to get rid of, and then chuck that gun out, okay? And pick up the other one. Otherwise, it'll take the gun in the first slot. The gun was in the first slot, but I wanted to highlight that so that it could show you a little bit of an example of how if you want to get rid of a separate gun, specifically the gun in the second slot, the M16A4, you can do that. Anyway, long story short, I should probably do that in a video. JC Ware was in positive ways were talking to me about that. Inside stuff. This is the mainland. I looked for action over there, but I had to motor and get on out. We've got 12 left alive. I've got the Bushwookie suit on. I've got an M16A4 with a silencer, and I've got an AWM. level 3 vest, level 3 helmet. More ammo than you can poke a stick at. And look, if I don't win it from here, it's going to be my fault. After the last round, oh, by the way, I think this could be the toughest human being I've ever seen. Now, one of these shots is accidental by me. That was hoping for a headshot. Just missed the headshot. Must have got the top of the chest. This shot's accidental. Didn't mean to fire that one. Meant to fire that one. And certainly meant to fire that one. How is he alive? How the hell is he still alive with 3 tags from an AWM? Must have been 2 different people. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't see how it could be anyone else. I'm getting shot at from the left over there. I can't see anyone. I'm desperately trying to see them. I'm wondering, are they up the tower? And what? I think it might have been someone on the stairs of the tower that has come down from the tower, and on the way down they've taken a pot shot at me because I couldn't see anyone in the houses. I could be wrong. Could be completely wrong. There he is. He's moving in. Oh, hang on. What's that with his feet? Blew that shot. Quick sway out to the right. Change the angle. Make him aim again. And we get a headshot. Now, I'm going to use this as an opportunity. That knock, his partner in crime is going to have to get him up. He's got a choice between either engaging me or getting him up. And I'm going to use that knock as an opportunity to get motoring and actually get out of that engagement and get all the way across here towards the south, back towards the shoreline where I was running from before the circle was so unkind as to pen me in up there in that little red house. I'm jumping around in the bushwookie suit. Not a big fan of lying down in the bushwookie suit and just hanging in the grass. Look, if I'm playing solo versus squad, I'm doing it for the content and for the fun. And I'm not going to learn anything lying down that I can't do going downstairs and having a nice kip. So I am going to move up here, take stock of the situation, get an overlook. Hopefully, if those guys go in, I'll get a shot at them, unless they go driving past in the UAZ, which of course is exactly what happens. And fair play, that's exactly what they should be doing. There's their UAZ. I've only got 8 rounds of AWM left, so as much as I'd love to have a speculator at him, I'd love to throw a little bit of money on the roulette table of RNGesus and say, hey, buddy, how do you feel about an AWM headshot on a 90km/h moving vehicle while I'm leaning out a window in the bushwookie suit? And he's going to say no. And that's one less round that you'll be getting. And I've only got 8 rounds left, which is 12.5% of my total round loadout. There we go. That boat is in big strife. We tag him once. We knock him. We're wondering where the hell... Oh, there's the bloke who... We missed that one. Come on, make it effective, Bushka. Make it effective. Don't miss that one again. He stops and goes back the other direction. And never the more... He's down again. Never the more, quaff the raven. Where is the bloke that is shooting them? That's what I'm thinking. Who is that is... Oh, hang on. What's that up there? Oh, fine use of the ammunitions. Not such a fine use of the ammunitions. Fine use of the ammunitions. And then he falls over. But yeah, no, not such a fine use. Then he falls over. How was I blowing those shots on someone crawling? I mean, how much do you have to lead a target when it crawls? Seriously. Bushka, you idiot. Only 5 left. 4 of them are bad guys. And one of them is going to get taken out by some other bloke. So that leaves us with 3 prime moving targets to take. I was expecting someone to be in this house, I'll be honest with you, but yeah, came up here, checked it, worked on all the corners, did the business, and saw absolutely no one. So it was like, yeah, whatever. Where are they? Well, they're a little bit over there because I can hear something, but I can't get a good look through the window. Fire exit takes the shot there. Can't see him. Where could they be? Now, they have obviously heard me or seen me poking over here, because there's one bloke. Oh, no, sorry, that's exactly what happens. Great shot there on fire exit as he jumps. But, I mean, if they didn't hear an unsilenced AWM and have a very, very good clue as to where the last player is, then, you know, I really didn't think this through. I went and poked the window up here. And I've not been super aggressive here, but I have been working the numbers and taking the engagements in the ghillie suit and moving around pretty handily. So I was feeling like I really wanted this one. The last game, I knew that I had screwed up. And it wasn't just directly before this one. It was quite a while before this one, that last game. But I really was thinking about this game when I was playing this one, because I knew that this was a great opportunity. There's a bloke in the window over there, and just as I lean out to have a peek, my angles were all wrong coming up. He's already there looking at me, so I pull back, take a little bit of damage, not a lot. And I can see his mate in the right-hand side window here. If we look at the window, there he is. Just missed the headshot, but absolutely blasted him. So they've taken a little bit of damage. I've got to get to the circle. I'm 52 meters outside the circle now with 50 seconds left. These guys aren't mucking around, man. They're not going to let the paint dry. They push me. Okay, they both know I'm here alone. There's only 3 of us left. There's no hiding that from anyone. And they push me. I poke out to have a little squiz, and they are actually not in the house any longer. They have flat out started pushing. You can hear that. That's very, very close. I'm going to get around behind the back of the house so that if they try and come in, I get an opportunity to isolate them. What I really want to do here is not have them both attack me at once. I want to see if I can isolate a target. So I'm listening with my headphones. I can hear one on the right. There's the M16 doing M16A4 things. Look at having a claw. And then I just push, man. No vest. Doesn't matter. Let's have a crack. Got no vest. 30% health. Let the M16A4 do the business. That's why we run claw right there. The claw with this gun, it is a haymaker of a shot. And that's a winner chicken dinner on the Asia server. Solo versus squad. We finally got there. Bit silly, really. The first one should have been a win. I had all the things going for us. 2,548 damage. 10 kills, but mostly just a whole lot of love. I hope you're enjoying the channel, guys. Make sure you spread the word. If you could, just copy the links to the videos and post them on your favorite social media areas and let your friends and family know that there's a bit of love going down from an Australian bloke on YouTube doing his best. Look after yourselves. Be nice to your mum. Walk the dog. Eat your vegetables and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.